is a place at the core of it all, where the tales and the glasses are equally tall. The chances you've heard one he hasn't are slim. Welcome to Grimm's, I'm Grimm. Welcome to Grimm's, I'm him. Yeah, I'll be with you in a second. There's some other people coming in. How's it going? It's been a little while, but I know where to pick up. I'll jog your memory for you, don't worry about it. Welcome to Grimm's, I'm Grimm. Thanks for joining us for our second episode of our Ravnica-themed Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition campaign. We've got our pub crawlers here that are joining us.
Hello! Yay!
All right, we got Chris, we've got Saren, Lisa, and Mark, and that's right, we've got a whole bunch of our sponsors. All their logos and stuff are bouncing around here. We've also got their links down in the description, so go ahead and check those out. They're awesome people, they're making this happen, and they're making it extra fun to boot. Now, one of the sponsors that is going to get extra little bit of a shout out because we've got some stuff that we want to open is Arcana Vault.
Yay, stuff!
So Arcana Vault has these awesome packs, and we're going to open this one up to see what the DM's new dice are going to be for this session.
Mystery pack!
And this one's going to be a big deal because these dice better not roll hot.
Yeah.
The Arcana Vault ones are rolling super hot so far.
Let's hope these ones are trash and we can...
No, these ones are dope! Oh, these ones are so cool!
What are they?
They're like amber with sparkles, and they've got silver lettering.
Oh, I wish I knew girls named Amber and Sparkles.
Are they transparent?
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, they're somewhat transparent.
Translucent.
Oh, but they've got swirls of stuff in them.
So perfect.
These are the coolest.
So is it?
You guys are gonna get destroyed, and
Nice.
what we have to do now that I've got these new dice is actually hand off these old dice to the player of the game for last session. And I figure that, Zorelia had an awesome performance, but these dice spiked. They're juicy, spicy dice, and I'm gonna give them to the person that they cooked.
Killed me.
So maybe she can channel that steam energy from the Is It Steamworks into her Mizium rig. These are going to Saren.
Oh my god.
There you go, Saren. Yay!
There's
The ones that killed me.
It was just a D4, actually.
It was a D20 that killed me. I'm strong.
Yeah, totally.
Awesome.
So the mushroom armor.
Gotta get some.
That's right.
Okay. Now that we've got our dice unveiling and allocation out of the way, we're going to get into our recap of what happened in the first episode of our campaign. So, you guys were all, talking to your loved ones, waking up, getting ready to go about a normal day. You got an interesting message, Veneer, which unfortunately promptly was erased and used by someone else higher up who took it from you. It's part and parcel of your kind of industry. But you were also given some letters to pass out to these guys. You went around the city, you knew where to find them and where and when and all that good stuff. So you tracked them down, handed them their letters, got their summons. You guys are all potentially people who are going to be part of the Council of the True Pact's chosen group. And after a brush with death, where you guys kind of
It was good that Vinny knew exactly where to find me.
We found out how many hit points you had.
Yes.
That's right.
Not enough for the
Congratulations.
But you guys then all hopped onto the cart that Andavarius has, and Annabelle pulled you guys just to outside the Mitt. You guys almost got there, and then just before you entered, somebody started calling out to you, asking if you guys were the most recently selected guys from the council. You guys said, yeah.
No. Sons of bitches.
No.
He said
She
shame.
said yeah. She said yeah.
Yes,
I said,
I said yes to you.
I know.
We are.
Yeah. No.
Well, that's where we left off from session 1, and now we're picking up in session 2. You guys are standing outside of the south palm of the Mitts, where there's this small little market that sits outside of a guildless kind of archway that leads into the actual building itself. And beyond even that gets into the Golgari-dominated finger of the Mitts. So this market has all kinds of items that you and Avarius would recognize. It has the same familiar smells. To you guys, this is like a flower shop gone wrong. But to you, this is familiar and homey. until something kind of grates and screeches against that environment. And you guys can see this artificial, magically tinted voice of this hooded figure surrounded by a bunch of other Demir-looking agents. So, is there anything that you guys would like to do while you're on your cart and after this guy says, shame, shame?
Yep.
What would you like to do, Veneer?
I'd like to see if I could take this time to hide underneath the cart.
All right, I'm gonna move you guys on over. Here is our
Yay.
battle map.
Zoom out. Zoom out.
So, you guys are
Oh, wow, look at all those people.
in this cart over here, pulled by
Yeah.
Annabelle right at the entrance.
Yeah, for sure. Nice. Okay. Do I have time to hide before he does anything? If not, I will do something else.
How
if I
about
can
this?
gauge the situation.
Before you roll your stealth roll, I'm gonna have you roll a perception.
Okay. Come on, perception.
It's a very pretty one.
It literally just slammed against the other dice. Went. It's a 1. Man, what?
Very pretty one, but one.
The passive is 20. How do I get a 1? Stupid dice.
All right, so as the rest of these guys turn around to see what's going on, and Zoralia goes, "Oh yeah, that's us," you go, "God, I got hot." Your first instinct, and you just trip on the lip of Andavarius's cart, and everyone's standing there. It's almost like this standoff kind of silence as people aren't selling anything anymore. A lot of the people that are nearby, Dev Kareen, humans who are looking for goods from the Undercity that they don't normally have access to. A lot of these people kind of are holding their breath. They've seen this situation before. Some of them are backing away, and then as the wind gets knocked out,
Everything is an opportunity.
Where did Vinny go?
As I go down, I'm gonna go, uh-oh. I'm gonna go, we're chosen! Yup, chosen. I'm gonna stand up.
All right, I think I know what you're kind of going for.
Yep.
And one of the 4 people standing in front, Vinny, as you do this little act, you recognize that these guys are kind of low-level Demir operatives. They're low-level informants. They're the messengers. They deliver the physical parcels and packages, and they can also kind of do some basic thought encoding, things like that, casting message.
Bastards.
And not only that, but one of them is looking directly at you, and he just looks to his friends. He's not an idiot. Well, he's not as big of an idiot as he's acting like right now. And in that silence, you're like, oh. And the rest of these people who are going shopping start to kind of creep out of the way. And Avarius, this lady actually excuse me. Just her way past.
Hey, where are you going?
She's just points that way and she goes, your beetle is tame, yes?
For the most part.
Okay, good. And she sneaks past Annabelle, gives Annabelle a little pet.
Just don't take something from her mouth.
Yeah. She does not. She knows better than that. So she moves past Annabelle and kind of disappears further in. A lot of these other guys kind of go into various stalls and get out of the way. They are largely disappearing from the scene.
Yeah, they can all go.
Yep. And this guy's he's gonna abandon his cart and just hide in the alley. But you can see that he's still concerned about his goods, so he's watching from the alley. This lady, she runs inside as well.
Why are you coming to us?
Because your leaders haven't learned their lesson. 10 dead. A whole bunch of them. They overstepped. It should have stopped there, and yet here you are. 4 out of 10. The other 6 have been dealt with already.
What?
How have they been dealt with?
Yeah?
I'm gonna...
Stern talking to, I hope.
He just looks at you.
Non-lethally, I'm just going to take, in my little kit here, I have some flammable oil from a flask, 2 pounds worth, in my adventurer's gear. Doesn't do anything on its own, but if anyone has fire of any kind, it would be really great. I'm just gonna take it and just spray it in full wash over top of them, like it's just raining little drops of flammable oil on them. Because it ain't gonna do anything right now, but it really gears them up for something real bad if they want to be dicks about it.
On these guys?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Because it's not going to hurt them, but they're very aware now that they're flammable.
Okay, well, you're going to approach these guys. All right, in that case, as you start coming
I was going to
closer...
throw it where it was, but we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, as you start approaching, that is when we're actually going to get into initiative. They're not just going to let you get close and go and spray lighter fluid on them.
Okay, 19.
Okay,
I got
awesome.
9.
So we've got 19. We've got 9.
Whew, that's not quick.
That is a natural 1.
So you have?
So I have 4.
I have 8.
Okay.
Stupid Vinny's the quickest. At least in our group, anyways.
Makes sense in this then.
Yeah.
That's
You're heading
true.
out there.
I don't know what's happening.
Okay, so as you ask what happened to them, he goes, oh, something non-lethal, apparently. Right before you kind of start rushing towards them, the guy mentions, yes, non-lethal. The point is, people have accepted that soldiers die, but civilians are harder to swallow. Civilian deaths, anyway. All right, so Veneer, you actually get to kick this off. As he
For
says
my
this,
beetle.
you kind of grab that flask and boom, you hop into action. What do you want to do?
I am going to just spray the flask in the general area of the guy talking, see if I can catch a couple other people with it, but I'm going to focus the spray on him.
Okay,
I don't know how that'll work, but I really
now
want to see if I
this
can...
flask really, I'm only going to say has a range of like 10 feet for you to kind of splash him with it.
Sure.
So you would have to go in between these two Dimir informants right there.
Oh, the guy at the back's the one talking.
Yeah, the guy
Good
at the
man.
back, and he looks like this. That's what the guy at the back end looks like. And then we have the people in front, the Dimir informants,
Oh, okay.
and we also have the people in the back. These, yes. We can get some combat lighting
Oh,
going.
yeah, I forgot the thing's up there. I wonder if I can do it on my phone. I'll take care of it.
All
Yeah.
right, cool. Because while you're doing that, I'll actually say that you guys,
Yeah, because
you guys know a couple things about these guys.
Good.
You don't know everything about them to a T, but you've heard of them. Ever since the Decamillennial 75 years ago, the Dimir used to not exist as a guild, but ever since the dissolution of the original guild pact, they've been a publicly known entity. So you guys have heard about these people and generally have an idea of what their capabilities are. So this is what the Dimir informants are generally like. The letters arrive all sealed and read. That kind of connects with Veneer a little bit.
Yep.
Vinny, are these friends of yours?
Oh, yeah, we're real chums. We get along great.
So, did he say non-lethally?
He did.
Oh.
Yeah, and then you have the Darkblade agents. I've seen your house, and you've been a lovely if unwitting host. But at last, it's time for farewells.
Oh.
And I don't know if you guys saw that, but when those guys are given the proper direction through surveillance, they get death touch. And the Dimir informants are the perfect people for surveilling. So these guys have the directions they require to be their most effective.
Well, I'm not going to go between two of them to hit the guy at the back, now that I'm aware of who's talking.
Yes.
I will just go 10 feet to whatever one is closest to me, and I will launch a little bit of a spritz in their direction.
Okay, so you run up to there, straight forward. You have the flask, take it off, and kind of squeeze the content. And because you're not trying to spray it out in this big arc, you actually kind of hit him with a more concentrated blast of the liquid. It kind of trails in this line from his groin all the way up to his chin, splatters up his nostrils into his face. If you can go ahead and hit with it.
Probably not. What do I get to add to this thing? Either way, no, because I rolled a 2, so I'm going to say nothing hits.
Oh, it's a 2? Yeah,
no.
That isn't going to do it.
I get to square directly between them.
Yeah, so you run forward, pop the cap, and go,
Yeah.
and like squirt this kind of oily liquid, and it just plops onto the floor 5 feet in front of you
Don't
on the
worry.
ground in between you.
Can we mark
It
that out there on
happens- it
there? A
happens to
little
everyone.
oil splot?
A little oil splotch?
Oh, yeah,
I'll see what I
that's
can do
true,
about
right? If
that.
they're walking through it and stuff.
Yeah,
you
I
never
could
know.
still
Anything
come
is
in.
possible with Roll20. I will do that right now. In the meantime, you've only used a little bit of your movement. If you have something that you can do with a bonus, you can go ahead and do that now. If not, pass it on up.
Can I just drop my ball bearings and walk away? Is that an interacting thing or is that an attack thing?
That is actually going to require an action. You can use a bonus in order to actually fetch them out and have the bag at the ready for the next turn.
Okay.
But actually opening the bag and then spreading them out and deploying them, that requires an action.
I got you.
All
Okay.
right, awesome. So your first thing didn't work. Next pouch comes
I'm
out.
just gonna grab it and get it ready, and I'll take the rest of my movement to go back to my guys.
Awesome. Run forward, try to spray some
was
liquid,
effective.
and then run immediately
Oh, God.
backwards.
Should we just go back on the
Alright.
card and keep going?
Yeah, well, I'm talking to them. I hope that I'm next.
So,
I don't
no,
know.
Andavarius, you're up the
Oh,
next.
I'm next.
Pretty good point, actually.
Yeah.
Can I get back to the cart? Do I have enough movement?
You
Is
went
it open road?
15,
just
10,
in the
15?
direction we were
No,
heading?
you went 30. In the direction you came from?
Yeah.
Or in
the one where we're heading.
the one that you're heading? Yeah, it eventually
Nothing blocking us
goes
off.
into the midst. It goes into the South Palm, which is a guildless controlled area. And then if you go through that part of the building, you'd actually end up in the Golgari Finger, where the Golgari community lives. That's part of the midst.
Great.
So can I get back to the cart or no?
No, you.
No, I can't? Okay.
You went 15 feet and then 15 back. Andavarius, what are you doing on your turn?
Should we fight these guys or just take off?
We're talking to them.
That's a lot of guys.
It is a lot of guys.
Yeah, we could probably just take
There's
off.
a lot of guys, but how fast can Annabelle really go?
Yeah. Not the quickest. All right, I will slam my mushroom stalk on the ground, activating the mistletoe and shamrock at the bottom, and it just crystallizes the whole thing all the way up until it gets to the top, and the mushroom cap just pops off, and I grab it, and now I got my quarterstaff and a shield.
Excellent. It's a
God,
practice
that
maneuver.
was so cool.
Free action.
So
So
cast Shillelagh, basically.
awesome. Does that require your whole action or is it a bonus?
Bonus.
Okay, awesome. In that case, you still get your movement, you still get your action. What are you up to?
Okay. As a movement, I will head up here and just seriously, just stay behind me, and I'll put my shield up, and I will use the dodge action.
Awesome. You get forward, brace behind your shield. Now, with Andavarius taking the lead and assuming a defensive posture, Tallulah, what do you want to do from back where you are?
I'm gonna ask him, what does he mean by non-lethally? Like, did you talk to the previous people? What did you say to them?
We told them the same thing we're going to tell you.
Okay.
You can end this before it begins. All you have to do is ignore the summons. And what's more, instead of going with them, you join the winning side. You're a sect. You're fighting the whole. You want to play at being guild members? We're the guilds. You join us the right way, or you die the wrong one.
And what are you? You're the guildless.
I think that's all you can get out
Okay.
over the course of your 6-second.
Yeah. My action. Can I ready a spell if they come within? If they come too close to me.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
So you ready an action, which is you're
Uh.
going to cast a cantrip or a first level spell when they get to where?
when they get close to Andavarius, so that's like 10, 15 feet away from me.
Okay.
I'm going to cast a cantrip.
What's
Awesome.
going to cast? Or did she have to say?
I do have to
She
say-
does have to say, but
Okay.
it's all good. So
it'll
you can
be
kind of move over so that you can see
lightning.
past Andavarius. Awesome. Yeah, and then you've got some lightning kind of prepped and crackling along your gauntlet, charging up just in case you're not ready to make a move yet. Okay, and the thing is now that you guys have kind of assumed these position, the informants are going to act. They are going to take their cue, and they take the dodge action and move forward. Tallulah, you can go ahead and use your readied action against one of those two guys.
Oh, yeah. I will
Welcome.
use it against the one on the left.
Is that one guy standing in the oil?
Yeah, where's the
He
oil?
is.
Yeah.
He actually does kind of step forward onto that
him.
slot. He's
Yeah,
ignored
get
it.
him.
Lightning the oil
Yeah,
guy.
that's what I'm doing.
Awesome. You're going to cast lightning on that guy as he's standing
Yes.
there? Excellent. So
So-
go ahead and cast the spell. Does it require an attack roll?
You need to do a strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw. Okay.
Because I like Demir.
Yeah, and guess what? The
Strength.
dodge action does not help against strength
Nope.
saving throws.
It
Very
helps
good
against
choice.
Dex.
It's hard to dodge lightning.
Nope. Yeah. That's why I didn't do acid with fire.
That is a big old failure. All right, so
Nice.
not only has he failed, as he kind of pulls out a buckler as well as a club. It doesn't look like these guys have serrated, poison-covered weapons as typical of the Demir. These guys are carrying blunt weapons, and it looks like they're preparing to more just delay you than anything.
Oh.
It doesn't look like they're actually trying to kill you, but this guy makes a wrong step, forgetting your little
Yup.
mishap, but it's just as planned as you hit him with arc lightning. Go ahead and roll
Oh,
for your
just 2.
damage. Okay, he takes 2 damage. Then I'm going to have you roll an Arcana check on top of that to try to
Yeah.
push so that you can kind of set fire to the oil that's at his feet.
14, 19.
Okay, you beat the 15. Awesome. So you fire forward over Andavarius's back, striking him at the top of the head, and it just kind of fires down, hits the floor,
Yes.
and then fire comes right back up. All right, I am going to have you roll. It's going to be a D4 of damage this turn since it's only starting down at his
Yes.
feet, but it has the chance to engulf this guy.
3.
Okay, nice. Those D4s.
Ooh.
So that's another 3 damage.
D4s.
Yeah, see, it was exactly as I planned it. You gotta have some faith in me. You gotta have some faith.
Penny,
Yeah.
just.
Yes.
Awesome.
Goodness.
Tallulah, I believe. Oh, wait, that wasn't even your turn. That was
yeah.
the enemies just moving up. And it's at this point that the robed man in the back and the people that are around him, they don't seem to show any kind of concern at all. They're mostly minding their own business, watching the bunch of you guys, the lightning fly over, the fire erupting at the feet. That man kind of stares at the bunch of you and goes, "Shame. Veneer, the truth dies with Weaver." And he holds up one finger. One of the Darkblade agents looks at him and goes, and starts walking off. Nonchalantly.
Who's Weaver?
Weaver is the guy who's at the core. He's the one that runs the information network for the
Oh, no.
Mids-controlled Demir. He's the one that gave you your invitation, and he's the one who was
The
offering
guy
to...
that looks at the arachnid type of guy.
Yeah.
Well, then if he's going off, I'm going to have to chase that guy down when it's my turn, I guess.
Yeah, honestly, the guy is walking. Just walking away. It doesn't seem like he's even concerned with you guys very much. Okay, that is the second group of enemies. Finally, Zoralia, you're up.
Why are there so many of you to take on the 4 of us? It's pretty sad, don't you think?
You should have got more.
I will stand
Got
behind.
all we need.
I will stand behind Andovarius and I will ready my rapier.
All right, so you stand behind Andavarius and ready your rapier. So if someone steps within melee range of you, you're going to swing at them?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. And I believe that's your turn. So what happened there is Veneer went forward, threw a little bit of the flask, pulled back. Andavarius took his place, assumed a defensive posture. You waited for them to come in. One of them misstepped, landing on it, hit him with some arc lightning, pushed it down through his feet, set it off, lighting the soles of his feet on fire. This guy counted off and goes, "The Weaver." He's holding up one finger as a Darkblade agent moves off. It's back around to you guys. Veneer, your turn. What are you doing?
Oh, I'm going to bow and arrow the guy trying to run off.
Okay, so you're
Where am I?
gonna move forward next to where Zoralia is in order to take some
Yeah.
kind of shot. He's got cover from you.
Can I move over this? Oh no, there's a Demir agent over there too.
Yeah.
Ah, they're everywhere.
By the way, these stalls and all that, they've got goods and stuff on them. They've got shopkeepers and people that are in them and kind of cowering down, keeping their most of their body behind cover. There's nothing saying that you can't try and vault and jump and naggle your way right through the middle of them. There's a whole bunch of
In
crap
that
in the
case,
way.
if I'm in the middle of it, can I use it as cover while shooting through it without being like, without having him covered?
The problem is that this guy right here is being covered by this cart.
Oh, I see. Okay,
Yeah.
in that case,
You
I will
get on
move
top of
forward.
the-
You can try and vault over this thing right here to shoot at him.
If I can do it without coming into range of the other guy.
Unfortunately, you would have to come within this guy's melee range,
And in
at
that
which point you
case-
have disadvantage on your ranged
Well,
attack.
forget that. In that case, I'm going to go 5. I go there. And I stand. Oh, no, that is on top. Oh, man. Oh, man. I don't know what to
You
do.
shoot
with
these guys, you'd have sneak attack.
It's true, but
Then
that
here I'm
guy's...
going to need a decision out of you. You're going to lose it to
All
indecision.
right, fine. In that case, I'm just going to use all my action for movement.
Oh, you're dashing. All
And
right.
I'm going to... No, I'm going to just use my movement, rather. Sorry, but I'm going to disengage as I pass by that guy.
Okay,
So I
awesome.
can kind of see if I can get closer to that dude and yell at these guys to shoot at him or something.
Okay.
Okay, perfect.
He's gonna go kill my friend.
I'll follow.
So you're going out in the middle of the road?
Yes, because he's gonna kill my friend.
Go on then.
20,
But they said they were going to be non
30, like there? That's what you can reach with 30.
Yeah, I guess that's as far as I can go.
Yeah.
As a freebie, since I had kind of readied that bag, am I able to drop the bag? No, that's okay. That's
You're
okay.
holding on to it. You can't actually
Okay.
You have a
launch it
bonus
and
action
deploy it.
left.
I do have a bonus. Can I use it as
True.
a bonus?
As a bonus, I'll say that you could. The only way that you could effectively deploy it is if you deployed it here. So, like, as you're jumping over that cart, you kind of
Yes.
let the bag fall from that height as you open it and leave it behind.
Yes, I
You
will do
wouldn't
it
be able
as
to
I
toss it
as I
ahead of you.
pass Zoralia, so that it's more towards the Demir operative that's by the little stuff there. Yeah,
Awesome.
I don't want to get
Alright.
my friends.
In that case, I am going to have you do a sleight of hand as you kind of leap through the air and deploy this thing.
14.
14, yeah, that definitely does it. You jump over the cart, these ball bearings fall down, little sparks of electricity jump off of this guy to go hitting the little ball bearings as they fall all about him. He's got his feet on fire, so he's stamping up and down. The ball bearings are getting underneath him. He's gonna have to do a dexterity saving throw. Unfortunately, he manages to pass the dexterity saving throw. He's pretty nimble on his feet with his with the ball bearings deployed and him running past the combatants to try to catch up to the person who's going after his friend. It goes to Andavarius. What are you doing?
Oh, we have to stop that man there. So, I will mutter some incantation and flip my stick around and I cast
Flippity-flip.
Entangle centered on Otha. Basically right there.
Okay,
Almost
Awesome.
4 squares.
Smarty pants.
perfect. What's the range on Entangle?
90 feet.
Ooh, okay, you can definitely do that. And what's the save?
It's while he's in it, it's a strength save. Or he's stuck there. And it's a difficult terrain for a while.
Okay, holy crap.
Well, that's convenient.
So I'll
Yeah,
roll to
strength.
see if he passes his strength save.
DC 13.
He passes.
Oh.
But it's
This
still difficult.
guy,
terrain.
Yeah.
he seems wiry, but what's coming at him, he just kind of dodges out of the way, rips
Yeah.
off at what's coming at him,
Bunch
slice,
of
slice, slice.
vines pop up from the ground and just
Mhm.
try to grab hold of them.
Yeah. All right. Anything else out of you, Andavarius?
I'm afraid that's it.
Awesome. Okay, vines erupt in the distance, trying to hold that guy back from leaving the
Sorry.
battlefield. Tallulah, what are you doing?
I am out of
Um,
spells.
I'm
Yay.
okay. As soon as I hear that Vinny's like running after that guy and he wants us to do it, then I'll cast expeditious retreat.
Mm-hmm.
That's a bonus. So
Nice.
then I get dash.
as a bonus.
Yeah, I can then dash,
Nice.
and then I've got my axe. So yeah, I'll dash like 50 feet.
Do it.
50 feet. All right.
Yes.
Where are you going?
So
You have
it's-
control over your own token, by the way.
Yes.
Zoralia.
Oh, sorry. 5, 10, 15. Okay, can I get between like over here?
You get an attack of opportunity on you. Unless you already
I don't go
tried
like
against.
there and
No, you didn't try there.
can I get there?
You want to jump through the stalls and try to climb through that way?
Like 1 square of difficult terrain
Yeah.
or something? What would that be?
Is it me just
It's not just difficult terrain, especially for someone of your height. There are things all over these, so you're going to have to push your way out and over and up and down and up and down. So
that
that's
would
going to be
be
in acrobatics.
Acrobatics.
Yep.
I'm coming, Vinny. 13 plus 1, 14.
14, that
I
allows you
just
to do
make
it.
it.
You
Yay.
run with the aid of your spell. You're able to kind of get that extra bit of momentum. You vault up, push a whole bunch of things out of the way down into the shop. You stand on the counter. You kind of leap
35.
across with your tiny little legs to the other
40.
one, and you can make your way through.
45. 50.
Awesome.
And then...
I'm in the name. Bite his shin. Bite his shin.
Tackle him.
You're so big.
I can
Grab
do
his ankles.
nothing. Can I, with my action, just grab onto his leg and hold
That's
him?
a grapple. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Grapple him.
I'm just
Okay.
gonna grab onto his
Grapple
leg
him.
then and sit on his leg.
You're going to have to do an athletics, and he's going to use his acrobatics rather than his athletics to try to get out of it.
What's the rule if they're a bigger size than?
You can still
I don't think
go
his
one
class.
size higher.
I don't think his class is a bigger size though.
Yeah, I think
Oh really?
13.
she's small.
No, he rolled a 16 plus 3, so he's good. The vines come up, dodges, slices at the ones that come up. You come over, just kind of coming by and just, whoa, kind of jumps out of the way. You're swinging. Some of the vines are coming up at you. All right, that's Tallulah's turn, I believe. Then it comes around to the informants. So this guy right here, he really doesn't want to be in the source of this fiery oil anymore. At the start of his turn, he's going to take a d4 of fire damage. That's an additional point that he takes right there. And then he is going to shift over to deal with Andavarius directly, while this one is going to step in. I believe, Zoralia, you have a readied action in case these guys come in closer, so you can go ahead and take an attack of opportunity against him.
Oh, does that one have to do another thing for the ball bearings, or is it okay now?
Oh yeah, I guess
he
he
was on top of
moved
them.
out of that square,
Yeah.
so he'll have to do a dexterity saving throw. No, he does pass.
Yeah.
He does beat the DC.
That was a 9.
Okay, unfortunately, that's not enough. This guy closes in. He's not just trying to tie up Andavarius. You notice that he sees that you're ready for him, but he's going to tie you up. So he gets in there, takes the hit off of his buckler, and they are each gonna swing at you guys. So first swing on Andavarius. He comes in with the club, right off the mushroom shield. Then the club comes for you, Zoralia. The guy swinging at your hand that's holding onto your rapier as you swing it at him. But that's your play-in hand, and you need that. So you just expertly flick your wrist out of the way, and the attack misses. Unfortunately, this guy right here is going to come from behind. And this one over here is actually going to come this way and go after you, since you're right
no.
next to the Darkblade agent. He's going to take a swing at you.
Oh no.
No, it seems like these guys really, it's not that they're technically, they're not bad combatants. They just don't seem like their heart is in it, like they want to hurt you. And then the other one's going to swing at you, Zoralia. What's your AC?
13.
That's going to hit you then. All right. This guy hits you with a club. He's going to hit you for 3 damage.
I'm surrounded.
And that is their go. At which point the hooded figure, seeing Veneer running through the streets, easily within range to where he could do something to you, he's holding up his one finger and goes, "Understandable. You, we know where your grandma's shop is. We'll pay your grandpa a visit." And a second agent starts walking down the street, just having a casual stroll.
Which way?
30.
Oh
He
god.
walks that way, puts his hand on the fence, gets ready to walk off. He's holding 2 fingers up. This can end. Just back down. Join the winning side. Yeah, the rest of these Darkblade guys, they're kind of looking. This one right here, now that you're next to him, you can see he's a little bit annoyed, especially with all the vines and stuff near him. And while he's annoyed, he still doesn't actually, raise up his dagger. He's got a knife. He could use it on you. Instead, he just kind of dodges and weaves and kind of gets away from your grasping hand and then just sneers at you as he steps away down the road. This
He
guy
has got difficult
goes
terrain,
further
hasn't
off.
he? So you can only
Yeah.
do half movement.
So
Difficult
10,
terrain,
20, and then 25, 30. Yep. So this guy, gets off the map, but he's still very much within reach.
Yep.
You can still actually see him. That is the Darkblade agent. Zoralia, you're up. What are you doing?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, I am going to
So scared.
take another swing at this this guy in front of me here.
Awesome. Okay, yeah, the one in front of you. Go ahead.
Really? 9 again.
No, he's prepped himself. There isn't much room for you to maneuver. Takes the hit. Anything else you're doing?
As a bonus action, I will give Andovarius inspiration.
Nice. A little bit of bardic inspiration.
I will look at him and give him a little wink, and he'll know.
He knows what's up.
Really, right now?
Right now.
Only if you succeed.
In a minute. So, at the end of that round, 2 fingers held up. Your grandparents are gonna get a visit. The dimmer guy who is gonna be your contact going forward, he's gonna get a visit. And the rest of them are kind of closing in. You guys are trading a lot of ineffectual blows. It comes right back around to your turn, Veneer. What are you doing?
Well, I don't have much of a choice. I'm going to... What is a grapple? Be my athletics, right?
Correct.
That's going to be garb. In that case, I'm just going to run after the guy and see if I can give him a smacky poo. Where's my guy? Okay,
Right.
so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
And remember, there's difficult terrain in the way.
In that case, I'm going to bow and arrow him because I'm not going to get there. Short bow it is. Okay. My goodness.
You have a very high passive insight and perception,
20.
correct?
20.
Yeah. As you standing there, you're looking at him, wondering what this guy is doing. He's still just walking nonchalantly. Something seems odd. He's kind of looking over his shoulder. Doesn't seem like the guy's got any menace in him. There's no... The guy really actually doesn't seem
See a little like
threatening.
blank
The
slate.
implication is there, but
See a little like empty window kind of look to him.
no, it does seem like he is a person, like he has a full range of emotion. It's just not matching what you think it should be right now. Something goofy's going on. All right, but you draw back that bow and arrow. Go ahead and fire after shot.
Hey.
Oh, it was a 20 to hit? Oh, I thought you were saying that your passive insight...
No, my
or something
passive
was 20.
insight is 20. I rolled a 14 plus whatever my thing is, but
That's
now I
gonna
don't
hit.
know if I. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I did it anyway, so I would have.
Go ahead.
Okay. So in that case, it is a D6 plus. I'm gonna use these. That is 6 total.
Ooh, not a bad shot at all. All right. So, another weird thing happens as you kind of look at him and you just stop. You let the arrow fly, and he's so busy like doing this nonchalant walk that when the arrow hits his shoulder and the plate of the leather kind of flies up and you see the blood kind of scarlet drops fly upwards, he's like, I'm leaving! And Veneer, is that your turn?
Well, as a bonus, I'd like to ask him, what are you leaving to do?
He clams up. He's misspoken and he holds his shoulder, but just kind of keeps plowing on. I think it goes from Veneer to Andovarius. He's just shot an arrow at a guy who's behaving very oddly.
Yeah. And I just know that we are surrounded, so
Yes.
I'm going to hit this guy with a stick.
All right, the one who's already suffering the fire damage.
Is that the one right in front of me?
Correct.
Yeah. I'm going to
Awesome.
try to take him down.
Give him a boop on the snoot.
Boop on the snoot. Coming.
Snoot to boot.
Okay, that is a 15.
That's a hit. Nice.
Boop, Snoot.
Boop. Shillelagh! For 9 damage.
9 damage?
Bah!
Okay. That clears 15.
Just whack him right upside the head.
Yeah, because this guy, he has his buckler up, but he's just... He keeps looking down at his burning feet. You wait for that split second when he kind of glances down and crack him right on the forehead, and he just collapses straight down into the flame at his feet, just boom, out like a light.
Dang.
All right,
Nice
that guy is
job.
down.
This is why I didn't want to do this.
You're all gonna die.
All right, Andovarius, is that your go? that was just your action.
Yeah, no one suffered any kind of damage, right? So
No, I think we're all
I'll
good.
Yep, that's it.
All right, awesome.
I'll stare.
Tallulah.
Turn to this
When-
guy. The one next to me. Say, you're next.
Awesome. Tink, you tried to get next to that guy. He is like water.
That's fine. When I hear that the hooded mask is saying that my granny and grandpa are gonna get attacked, I'm gonna start like crying and being like, "No, don't hurt Granny, no!" And then just to that guy that's right next to me, I'll just say, "I'm gonna join you. I'm gonna join you. Okay, I'm coming." And I'll start walking past Vinny. 5, 10,
You're gonna attack.
35, 40. And then am I allowed to get up to there? Will he like stop me?
Well,
You gonna
that
roll?
depends on how deceptive you are.
Okay.
Oh.
Were you being
Yeah,
deceptive?
because
Oh, yeah.
as you
I'm crying like a little bitch.
as you
but
say
it's-
that, he goes,
yeah.
"I'm not hurting them. You are, right now." And then you start running towards him. So he's gonna do this.
Natural 20!
I am amazing at being deceptive.
I believe so.
Something
yeah, you are.
something interesting happens here. He believes you utterly,
Aw.
and he is devastated.
Aw.
He, as he's saying, "I'm not hurting them. You are by doing this," and you are crying, and you come towards him, going, I surrender, He believes you, and he looks dumbstruck.
It's a
He
test.
couldn't believe it.
Beat him in the face.
All right, what do you want to do?
Okay, so as I get up there, I'm gonna say,
Attack him with your biggest attack.
well, really? You're not gonna hurt my granny and grandpa, because if you got there, you'd know that she is Sparktober, and she is amazing. And then I'm gonna attack him with a chromatic orb.
Nice.
Lightning damage.
Nice.
Like Sparktober.
Nice. All right. Sparktova was your granny's nickname back in the day.
8 plus.
It was a horrible roll into a bunch of dice. I mean, I don't remember. But that's okay.
No. What's the plus? Oh no.
Go to your thing.
Plus 4.
12?
12.
No.
No.
As he's looking dumbstruck as you come closer, he's not expecting it, but you'll.
Oh god.
That split second where the electricity doesn't go through your jury-rigged Mizium kind of setup, he snaps out of it, holds like this barrier of arcane energy in front of him, and all this crackling lightning bursts off between the two of you. He's smiling again. Through all of this light and all this force going off, he's just like, he just breathes a sigh of relief. Tallulah, I think that's your turn. So it goes around to the Demir informants. One of them is taking a swing at you, Andavarius. All right, what's your AC?
15.
That's a direct, that he hit you right on the money. All right, so he's gonna get you. He's gonna do you 3 points of damage. Then
Ouch.
we've got the one.
And I have to do a concentration check for my entanglement.
Oh, it's a concentration spell. All right, go ahead. DC a 10.
Nope. It's a 3.
All right, so this guy takes his blackjack, and when you tell him he's next, he goes, shakes his head no. It's a very un-soldier-like expression on his face. It's like, oh no. And he just lashes out, cracks you across the eyes. Your enchantment dissipates. Meanwhile, Zoralia, you're being fought by someone as well. No, this is 11, and your AC's 12?
13.
13. Yeah, so he misses. Then there's the one next to Veneer. He's actually going to bar your path and take a swing at you. It's not cocked. I'm gonna go. It's a hit.
What is it?
That's a 21 total. So
Okay,
then
no,
he
that's definitely a hit.
Yeah, we're gonna look over that camera later, see.
Yeah,
So
that's why I was like,
cocked as hell.
is it? I really wanted to be careful with it. But you take 4 damage.
Okay.
As he cracks you across the side of the skull while you're kind of dumbstruck looking at this guy down the road, trying to figure out what the hell is going
Do
on
any of
with
these
him.
guys look familiar to me?
You've been seeing these guys for a little bit now.
Do I
You've seen some of their faces around this area. These are local boys.
Do I know any of their faces well enough to kind of get an idea?
I'm gonna have you do a history check.
Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna have you do a history.
Oh my god. No, 2.
Oh, it escapes you. You can't place the face. You know that you've seen him. You've recognized him from somewhere, but what? Where have you seen these guys before? the bunch of them, they're all sticking out to you now. You're like, I've seen these guys before. All right, it goes to the man in the robe as he's holding out this force field between you and the lightning, and he goes, "Hey, we know, hey, we know where you live, Demon's Lane. Be paying Selene a visit. We think she'll be accommodating."
Of course she will. She'll probably bake
gonna
you
mess you up.
cookies too.
Yeah. Got some muffins in the back.
All right. When you say that, the third guy who's getting ready to walk off is like, he actually looks a little bit concerned. What am I walking into? She doesn't seem very scared. And 30. And this guy hops the fence and disappears out of sight. And this guy right here, after you shot him, he actually starts running down the street. He's gonna disappear into the crowd as he's kind of bolting away, holding on to his arm. But again, that passive perception of yours, you can see that the way this guy is moving his head back and forth on his swivel, he doesn't seem to have an end goal in mind. He's not laser focused in on something. He seems to be watching all over the damn place and doing this weird serpentine kind of jog down the street. That's the enemy's number 2. Zoralia, your go.
Seriously, boys, what is the deal? I'm going to do an insight check to see if I can understand their behavior, what they're trying to get at here.
All right, roll an insight on the 2 guys that are around you and Andavarius.
9.
These guys are gonna roll.
It was all 9s for me today.
Wait, did I go?
Wait, you're going to
Yeah,
the next
Oh,
one.
I'm next
Yeah.
round. Oh, I didn't realize it was
Okay,
the round.
yeah, you try to look at these guys, but the ones in front of you, they're stone-faced, and they just, and not stone-faced as in they look like grizzled veterans. It's just like mouths scrunched together. You're getting nothing from them, but it looks like they're really trying to give you nothing. So that was just an insight. What else you got?
I'll move right here and do a fun little spell called Thunder Wave.
Nice. All right. What is involved with Thunderwave?
Well, they have to do a Constitution saving throw. The DC is 13.
Awesome. Now, is
Where are
that
you moving?
creatures or is it enemies? Because if it's
I moved
creatures,
over.
Andavarius is getting
You
blasted.
Yes, I moved over. Aren't you? You're out of my way, right?
No, he's actually in this.
Oh,
area
that's
right
where you
here.
are.
Yeah.
He's that guy right
You're just such
Do it.
ruining my
Do
life.
it. Kill
Do
me.
it!
He can
No,
handle it.
no, he can't.
I can't handle it at all.
Never mind.
right.
Darius, you're ruining my life.
Ruin everything.
there. A few notes start to come out.
Wait, can you occupy the same space as a friend?
You can only move through it.
Oh,
You can
okay.
only occupy the same space if you're like 2 sizes smaller or 2 sizes larger. All right, what are you doing?
Okay, Andy, you are in my way, so I am just going to make a little stabby stab at this fellow.
Nice. All right, go ahead and do your little stabby
That
stab.
one.
Yes, that one. That is 13.
Oh,
No,
it
what
was that one. You're too focused on playing to actually stab
Yes.
people. Is that your go, Aurelia, or are you going to do anything with your bonus?
No, that is my go.
All right, awesome. So at the end of that round, some more goofiness is going on with these enemies. Some of them are starting to spread out and head towards their locations. One of them has actually managed to go down. Veneer, you're up.
I'm going to go up to him because it's 30 feet.
Okay. You're going up to the hooded
5,
man?
10, 15, 20, 25.
Disengage.
Yep. I'm going to disengage.
As an action?
Yep.
Okay, awesome.
As a bonus, can I take a sip from my flask?
Yeah.
Okay. Gonna take a sip from my flask and then flip them off. And just be like, do something.
Interesting. All right. Yeah, you walk up. Your passive insight again. As you walk up and take a drink and give him the finger and
Yeah.
tell him to do something, he looks at you and he's like, He's kind of confused now. He's like looking at his fingers.
What? I ain't got no family. None of these people here are gonna go after this thing that you want us to do and join you. So what are you gonna do? Just kill a bunch of people and upset us? It's not gonna get what you want out of it. And if you think that hurting us is gonna make any difference with us joining you, it's not. You're just gonna make us really strong by creating these martyrs that just fuel us to do these crazy things and come against you even harder. So if you think you have any chance against us, you go ahead and take down every friend that we've got, because it's just going to add fuel to the fire. And I'll point backwards at the guy that's burning as I flip him off and sip from my flask. So do something.
Yeah, you walk up and get right in this guy's face. Just start talking to him. He's still like holding up some shield, and Tink is just lightning coming off, and you just, come on, do it.
Yeah.
He can't respond as of right now. And Avarius, you're the one who's up next. You see Veneer just take a drink, standing in front of this man, telling him like, give me a show. What do you got? What do you do?
I see that.
Yeah, you hear him. He's yelling it.
Yeah.
He's like spitting it in the dude's face.
All right. Yeah. Exactly. And I'll just try to shove this guy into all the
It's
ball-bearing fire.
into the stands.
Oh,
and
it's
stuff, everything.
understand.
Just knock him right over.
Oh,
right.
Try.
Nice.
Cool. Go ahead and do the shove action. Except with this one, if you succeed in pushing him 5 feet, you will also succeed in knocking him down. So you'll get both sides of it, because normally it's one or the other.
All right. Athletics.
Yes. It's
19.
Woo.
yeah. So
I don't want to join any guilds.
you're upset for a totally different reason from Avarius. I don't want to work here. He just cross-checks this dude.
Where's my
He's like,
servants?
Whoosh! You throw him. He like lands in all of these different mushrooms and things. All these spores like kind of
God.
as he tumbles head over heel so awkwardly. His legs are kicking. And there's a lady in that shop who's like, "Hey, those are valuable mushrooms."
Oh, there's a lady.
She's giving him wax on the face. She's slapping him and pinching his nose and holding it shut.
Yes, we got him.
Nice. So that guy is over here and out of the way. What else you want to do, Antivirus?
Can I nod to Andy and just give him one of these, like, come here kind of thing?
Yeah.
It was like a communication freebie.
Well, I'm not gonna leave her here alone,
That's
surrounded
With
by
the guy
other
that's
guys.
prone, and the
And
other
the
guy
other
that
guy.
she can disengage. She's fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
You're about to lose it. What are you doing, Andy?
I'm just gonna move right there
Nice.
so I can get a better look at this guy.
Awesome. All right. That was Antivarius. Now, Tink. He has managed to just friggin' throw one of his assailants off, and now it's 2 on 1.
I noticed when I was saying about like how I was so upset, like genuinely upset, that did I notice that because I have like 15 on investigation.
Did you notice what?
His face kind of go back. Okay,
Oh, you totally did.
so
Yeah, you got right next to him.
yeah, I'm just gonna say so.
Or just ready next.
No one's actually going to go and harm any of our family, and just ready in action. And
Roll
The chaos
roll
as well.
insight.
16
Nice.
plus 5.
Plus 5?
No. Oh wait, no. I'm thinking of investigation plus 1.
17.
Yeah, 17.
All right. This, as you look at him, there's a split second where his emotions are at war, and as he's holding up his fingers, he kind of glowers in your direction. It does a little bit of a growl, looking between you and Vinny, who's just shouting obscenities in his face. It's just a dead stare from him. You're not sure what to pull from it. He managed to outclass you just slightly. What else are you gonna do? You said you were gonna ready in action?
Yeah,
In case of what? And what action?
it was the same chaos.
Okay, awesome.
thing,
In
but,
case of? If something what?
Yeah, it's
If
gonna.
any of them.
Yeah, it's gonna be like in case he attacks me, but he don't attack me in any way. Can I just threaten him with it and be like, put down those fingers? Like, put down those fingers!
You wanna like ready
Now!
the action?
Right now!
You wanna just ready?
Put your fingers
He's gonna like ready the action as a threat.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
I
a
want to
threat.
visibly ready the action.
Yeah.
All right.
But like, it's getting more intense.
Yeah, all right. So you kind of spark up the gauntlet, getting ready to go, and you tell him to put the fingers down. At which point, the Dimir operatives are set to go. I'm going to see if this guy can untangle himself from the stall owner. He's essentially considered grappled right now, so he's going to try to fight his way off of this lady who's like pinching his nose and covering his mouth. He's like, swinging his blackjack at her. He fails. He swings the blackjack, she takes it and just bops him on the nose, and it just so he still can't breathe out of it. That guy's still out of the action. This guy, in the meantime, no. But of the two targets, Zoralia is the easier one, so he's gonna swing. That's a hit. He's gonna do a D4. That's 3 damage.
Shit. Ah, crap.
All right. So that's that Dimmer informant right there.
You can do it.
Then there's this guy right here. This guy is a touch confused. He's not sure if he should help the hooded man or not. So 5, 15, 20, 25, 30. No, he's going to instead go over here.
Hey.
And he's going to take a swing at Antivarius. That's a miss. Again, he's kind of looking the one direction, just boom, swinging his blackjack in your general direction. You're like, what the heck? He's not really getting close to you. He's kind of busy with what's going on in the distance. Now the man with the fingers up, he's staring at the two of you guys, and he just says, "This is not what I expected. You're not taking this seriously." And he looks at you and goes, "Hey, your mother's in the garden at about this time of day." Holds up his fourth finger, and the fourth agent starts heading in the direction of Deadbridge.
Insight. I want to see if I can roll insight to see what he means by she's in the garden, because that's not saying anything other than she's in the garden.
Go ahead.
Ugh.
She really in the garden?
It's a 15.
Yeah, okay. You can see that it's thrown out there. The guy seems like he knows that she would be there. It doesn't seem like that's a lie. At the same time, there's no edge to it.
There's no spiciness.
He almost just says it kind of matter-of-factly, like,
Gotcha.
I'm listing these things out for you people.
Gotcha.
It's yeah.
You would need a lot more men.
I love that you guys are like, our families are awesome.
Yeah.
They can do this.
Yeah.
So that's what he says, and then he looks at the two of you and goes, fuck it. You'll take this seriously. And he gets ready, and just as he gets ready to do it, yours actually kicks off.
Okay.
Go ahead and cast your spell.
Chaos Orb.
Oh my good.
What is it?
Let's see,
Oh,
it's so
3.
glittery.
No.
3.
Plus
Yeah, plus
anything?
4.
Oh, plus 4, 9.
All right, you have your lightning ready to go. You go and stick your hand out.
Advantage. Wild magic.
Oh.
I'm pissed off.
Nice.
Wild magic. Oh, fuck. 6 plus 4. Only 10.
All right. And I'm actually immediately just going to have you roll on the wild magic table.
7. It's okay.
Okay.
Awesome. Okay, so you actually get that ability back. You actually cast a level 1 spell now too, didn't you? So you have to roll it again.
I'm good.
All right, awesome. So you activate the lightning coming off of your glove. You grab onto his body and you just grab right onto his ribs as he lifts his hand, and you pour all this electricity in. Nothing happens to him as you see electricity coming out of his hands, and he fires it down. Boom! Thunder wave goes off. You guys have to do Constitution saving throws.
Can it be a dex save instead?
It cannot.
Oh. 14.
Gonna jump over it.
Hey. Okay.
That was alright. Oh.
It's a very pretty one.
No.
And she died again.
Oh my god. All right. So, Zoralia, can you read off
2d8.
It's 2d8 and it's half damage on a pass?
Yeah, they get knocked back 10 feet on a fail.
Yes.
On a fail only. Okay, so this is the 1d8 for you, Veneer. You're gonna take
Well, it's
5.
half damage.
Oh, that's right. So 5 was the first one. 3 was the second, so that's 8. So you take 4.
I'm unconscious.
You get hit with 8, and your body just does a few flips as you smack. Yeah, you fly 10 feet back.
That's like 20 feet back.
She just... Yeah, at 10. She moves back from there. That
I'm
is his go. And now it goes to Zoralia.
Our ears are stinging.
Yeah, you see him do what you were kind of planning on doing, where all of a sudden Veneer and Tallulah, where they were before, now it's just Veneer standing there, Tallulah's tumbling through the air.
This guy's prone over here, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm going to disengage from this fellow.
Okay.
Hmm.
You disengage
Well,
from everything.
he's
Mhm.
prone,
You can still
so-
get a hit at you. Still attack while prone.
He's like over the counter.
Yeah. So not only is that guy prone, but because he's behind a counter, you would actually have 3/4 cover from him, just like he would have 3/4 cover from you. Actually, he would have less from you, but he would only have a quarter cover since you've got a better angle. So the likelihood of that guy hitting you is tremendously low.
Disengage.
Yeah, I'm
Oh.
just going over here.
Okay, so you disengage as an action and then move there.
And I am going.
You were not over this way. Keep fighting the legs of the beast rather than the head of the beast.
Yes, I was a little trapped. Thanks. Anyway, I need to cure myself, so I'm going to cast Healing Word on myself.
Interesting choice.
Yeah.
All right. And
You're beautiful. You're beautiful. You can do this.
all right, so you heal for a D4
Yes.
plus anything, or
Yeah, plus
3.
Ooh, D4 plus?
Oh goodness. Andy, save me.
I can't save you
know
if
you
I am
can't.
dead.
I know.
This guy right here is.
Where are you?
And he has no
Your death saves will
spells
save you.
left. Anyway, and then I will look at Veneer, lock eyes.
That's a bad day
Give
for
him the
you.
wink.
You
This is
use the
very-
disengage
no,
action
okay.
and healing word as a bonus. So I don't think you can
Oh,
mark
right.
it because it's a bonus as well, right?
Oh shoot!
Well,
The wink does nothing, but I appreciate it.
Huh.
There you,
you
go.
don't have
Just
time
no
to give
magic
it
to
the
it.
magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, so at the end of that round, all of the Darkblade agents have been assigned their tasks, and they've let you know exactly where they're headed. You guys are a little bit worse for the wear. Veneer, it's actually your go as you stare into the face of this hooded man.
Still.
Well then, I'm going to. Oh man, this stupid son of a gun. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to disengage as a bonus action. As I still have the flask thing. Is that cool?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna spit in his face for no damage, just as a whatever. And all right, let's get out of here, and just walk away.
All right. Um,
Come pick me up.
Yeah, I'm gonna go like walk over here 5, 10,
Pick me
15,
up.
20, 25. I get on this side and like pick her up.
Hold me in
So
your
you-
arms.
spit in his face. All right, we're done.
Yeah,
Put your flask away, walk over,
that's right.
pick up her unconscious body, and start dragging her away.
I got 1 hit point left. That is exactly what I'm going to do because I think I know that's probably going to do more good than standing there trying to hit him.
All right. And he is just looking at the two of you together. One unconscious, one beat up. Just ignoring him. And Avarius, what are you doing?
We're walking away now, like I said when we started this.
Well, you said to ride a beetle. That's probably about 10 feet per move. Oh, slow.
I look at these guys. Are they
I'm just
look like they're gonna
dribbling.
hit me? If I just
The,
walk away.
the dimmer
Yeah, the ones
informants
I'm
that are-
engaged with.
Do an insight.
Inside.
Plus, the streets cleared out quite a bit since we started this, so I think it's a little
That's
easier
an
to work
11.
away now.
Unfortunately, the only thing that you can tell is that they are looking frantically between each other and the hooded man.
I mean,
Can I give him the aid action? As like just speaking, knowing what I'm doing as like that little boost of like, this is the right thing to do. If not, it's okay, but I'm gonna ask because
Oh, you want to... give him like verbal
Insight.
aid
Like,
to his insight?
verbal
Yes, well,
insight.
yeah.
Yeah, because you're acting like
Yeah.
you figured something out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can definitely do that.
Roll again.
Much better. That's a 20.
That does it. You see that not only are these guys looking at each other and the hooded man, but they're looking at each other and going like, and they're looking to him expectantly, like, Jigsaw. You,
Jigsaw.
yeah, you see the one guy going, Jigsaw, like he's whispering it to a guy who's like 50 feet away.
Worst Demir ever.
Well, I think we're done here. I will put
Do a
my...
perception check real quick.
Funny voice.
I'm just scared.
The 15.
All right. As the guy goes, you're like, yeah, Jigsaw. You look, and you see the guy whose boots are smoldering. You see him like, at first it seemed like twitching, and you were kind of caught up in a battle. You can see he's like, and he's rubbing his boots together, trying to like
still
put out
alive.
the flames, trying to stop the heat. And you're like, son of a gun's alive! He's just been
I hit him
like,
again.
what do you...
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk back to my cart then.
Heal me.
I guess we're done here.
Heal me.
I cannot, and I can't hear you because you're dead.
Okay.
You're just unconscious in my arms. It's
You
okay.
walk over to your cart,
Yeah.
you get up, no opportunity attacks. These guys look at you and they're like,
Yeah.
I guess you found out.
Yep, but I just back away.
Yeah. You're like,
I mean, I don't turn my
test
back
this
to
for-
them, but yeah, and I get back under the cart. Apparently. Apparently.
Yeah.
Oh, because of the.
Yeah, gotta set it.
Hold
to
on.
The front.
Yep. I'll throw you to the front. Boom. There you go.
There we go.
You're next to Annabelle.
Nice.
Alright, come on, we're done here.
Yeah. Annabelle kind of shakes herself out and gets ready to go, kind of lifts herself up, because when she's resting, she just like splays out with her belly on the floor. She doesn't actually stand. Yeah. Okay, that goes from Andavarius to... Oh, you have to do a death saving throw.
Come on. There's no pluses to it or anything.
Two.
Oh.
I'm okay.
Wasn't a
2?
1.
I know, it was a 2, so it's a 1 death, but it's not like...
Oh, you're not dead.
Mhm.
It's
All
not
right.
a 2.
Then it goes to the Demir informants. The guy who is being billy clubbed with his own weapon, lying on the floor, fighting a shopkeeper, is going to try to resist. He has failed yet again.
Maybe she should join our crew.
You just see this club like rise, fall, and this guy going, stop!
That is entertaining.
Smack! Yeah, that guy is still really hurting. These two guys here, they look and they go, this just feels weird now. And as they say this, the next person up is actually the hooded man who goes, it is weird. I don't think this has to kick. This like arcane lettering kind of comes out from around his throat, and he goes, all right. I think that this little show can come to an end now.
I will throw a dagger at him.
Oh my god!
Nice.
Yes, Aurelia!
Flaming dagger.
I don't have that many actions.
Oh my god.
It's so hard!
All right.
Everything.
Go ahead and throw the dagger.
Natural 20.
Right here.
Oh my god. Yeesh.
Oh my god.
Yeah, all right. So as the man stands there and speaks in his true voice, how much damage do you do this poor guy?
5 damage.
7.
Oh, 7 damage.
Jeez, All right. We can calm down now. I think it's time we move past. A dagger slips along his forehead, underneath his hood, and across his scalp as it flies over. And he just, he's like holding bloods in his hair. And he just, it's done now, you crazy lady.
better be fucking done. And then I will rush over to Tink and cast Healing Word.
He heals himself as well.
I'm gonna look at him and say, you never take your eyes off an opponent, even when you think you've won. You see, you've had people protecting you up until now, but let me tell you this, you gotta protect yourself.
Now, that's good advice. But technically speaking, you lot are the ones who are going to be protecting me from here on. Name is Galderoy. You've probably seen me at some point in your lives or during your stay here. I am in charge of the guildless who live within the midst. Yeah, you can see that while he has healed himself, there's like blood that's like dyed his hair, so it's red into white.
Well, that is your own fault. No hard feelings.
No, it.
What the fuck is
Are
going
we
on?
going? What's happening?
All right, everyone, come on back. You lot, come on out. And you can see that the one guy's like climbs back over the fence. The one dark blade agent, kind of like.
I'm gonna,
As he walks over.
I'm gonna ready. Because I've just come back into consciousness from Zoralia. I'm like ready and big. I'm about to shoot that guy.
No.
What are you doing?
Don't.
The last thing I remember. The last thing I remember is you blasting me. What the?
Believe it or not, we're on the same side here.
Why did you blast me?
It's all part of an initiation. I had to test your characters.
What stupid initiation is this?
One that clearly has failed terribly.
Yeah, you
This is a first, to be honest.
You failed. We succeeded.
Don't you think that was a little unnecessarily dangerous?
Yes, to knock one of us unconscious.
I meant for you people.
True. I did scrape the bottom of the barrel for this bunch.
We scraped the top of your head.
He's there, and you can see that as he's trying to have a conversation with you, the rest of the Dimir informants kind of walk up to him and like, can we just get our money and go? Seriously?
You guys are getting paid?
Behave
I'm
yourselves?
like pointing my rapier at each one of them.
Yeah, you point your rapier at each of them, including the guy who has like the burned boots. The only one that you don't get to point at is the one who's still getting beat up. He's actually probably close to actually being dead at this point.
Good.
Yeah, so they come up over the course of the next 5 minutes or so. Gilderoy has a very frustrating, clearly embarrassing conversation between him and these local boys that he was like, okay, you guys just have to act the part. We'll give you all the right equipment. We're just trying to rough them up. So he's talking to these guys and they're wanting coin. The one guy says his boots were burned and those weren't provided with the outfit. So he wants a little bit extra. Yeah, there's the one Darkblade agent finally makes his way back, like that kid who was never told that the game of hide and seek is done. He kind of wanders in with a bloody shoulder.
Arrow in it.
Yeah. Gilderoy has to spend the next while curing wounds, healing word, mass healing bit, and he's kind of fixing them all up, and he fixes you guys up as well.
Yay!
As part of that, once everyone kind of comes in, he gets you right as rain. All of those sores are gone. But yeah, it starts to click in that you've seen these kids around, and a lot of them you've seen are general laborers. They're people who were actually not living within the physical limits of the Mitz itself, but in the area of its influence. And these are the kids who are looking to join the guard, who are looking to join the guildless kind of thing, since they can't really, they're not particularly exceptional, but they still want to do something. So this is a little bit of a favor, a little bit of a side job for them. And they all kind of wander off like, hey, good. They're kind of taking off all of the different stuff now. And
cosplay.
I'm sorry about your boots.
Don't be sorry.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, but I'm
sorry about
to him.
everything.
I'm not sorry to Gilderoy, or whatever your name is.
Yeah, so now it's Gilderoy kind of standing in the middle of the way with the bunch of you. Well, actually, he does go and resolve that issue where the lady is beating up that guy. That's getting serious. Yeah, so he kind of throws some money at her to kind of calm her, and he like pulls this body out. Just, whirl. wow. Second application. There you go. He's up. Throws him some money. Go on, get. So, yeah. He turns to the bunch of you guys and goes, all right. I think this has been a big enough pie in the face for now. I think this conversation would best be done and over with in its proper place, not here. As he kind of looks at the rest of the people, the shopkeepers who are like, what? So they're all wondering what the hell is going on. There are a whole bunch of witnesses to this now. Traffic is pretty much resumed, business as usual. Yeah, so Gilderoy says, would you be willing to hop on your cart and follow me back to the Chamber of the True Pact?
That is where we were going to begin with. Did you get what you wanted out of this? Are you happy?
Yeah.
Actually, I'm tremendously impressed. This was awful for my own pride, but I must say, got a good feeling about you. Come on, we'll get you some refreshments. We'll clean you right up. And myself. And he starts walking in, and that there is Ravnica for you.
Yay!
So this is where we'll
Okay.
call this one to a close.
That was
So
a great
good.
one.
Good job.
I'm really glad.
You guys are. What are you still doing here? We're closing up. You gotta get gone. I can resume again next time. I'll be on the lookout for you.
There is a place at the core of it all where the tails and the glasses are equally tall. The chances you've heard one he hasn't are slim. Welcome to Grimm's, I'm Grimm. Welcome to Grimm's, I'm him.